as a team, we're slowly forgetting about it, and we're just moving on to the next team, Pittsburgh, the next opponent, and that's what our mind is focused on right now.
What did it mean to you that, even though you came out that night and said quarterback always gets the credit, so in this case I want the quarterback out of the blame. Now Randy kind of uncharacteristically has said a few times they weren't all on him. What did that, if anything, what did that mean to you?
It doesn't mean a lot, because I still take the blame. I still got to make a better throw, make better reads, so I got to help those guys out just like they helped me out. And it's a team thing. It's not just one person, really, that really is getting blamed about everything, but I still got to, I'm going to take the blame on everything.
Jacory, you're a nice person. You seem like you have a great attitude about everything, but you're human, and you have to be a little bit down. Who helps you get back up? Is it your teammates, coaches? What's the process like right afterwards?
The process is a crazy one, because I'll be honest, looking at the new social network and Twitter and stuff gets kind of crazy. You look at certain things, comments that they say on there, but those things don't bother me when you got family that always keep you up. My best friends that's off at college that watch the game, they always keep my spirits up. Girlfriend, things like that keep your spirits up. They let you know that everything's still fine.
Yeah.
And as long as those guys are part of your life and tell you everything is all right, then everything's okay.
Do you ever tell yourself, don't do it, Jacory, don't look at the tweets, don't look at the internet?
I told myself that right after the game. I was like, don't look at it, because I know people going, these are not coaches that are making comments on the internet, but you see some things and you get kind of hurt, because sometimes it's your fans that say the things, and they be the ones that probably just before the game wrote you some encouraging message, and then after the game tell you that they don't want a black quarterback there, stuff like that. So it's cool.
And they never do they put their names on it, or are they
Yeah,
just anonymous people?
Well, I know who they are because it's Twitter, but
Right.
yeah, it's okay.
Do you write back? I mean,
Nah.
I know you can't now, but I mean do you?
Nah, I don't respond back. I just look at them. That's it. Look at them and go to the back of my mind.
You had comments of that nature after that game? Is that a new thing after losses?
I don't know if it's new, because Twitter, this is my first year of Twitter during the school year, or during the season, but that's the past. Okay, time to move forward.
What was your reaction when you saw that, when you see that?
Not really worried about it. 'Cause I know that people say things like that. It's part of the sport. Gotta get used to it.
Was this the most hurtful, I guess, loss, or just the reaction maybe from fans, the most hurt maybe you felt after the loss?
Yes, because of the fact that we could have easily executed the plays and came out with a victory in this game. Thing is, Ohio State played the base defense. They played everything perfect. So we just made a lot of mistakes.
And with that being said, from what the fans and what Coach always talking about improvement, now going into your third game, third year, what are the things that you want to improve on in the immediate future for yourself?
I want to improve on being more focused on my job and not trying to micromanage the whole offense or the defense. Just trying to nitpick at certain things, like tell the defense to do this or tell the offense to do this. I'm gonna leave it in the job. I'm gonna leave it in the hands of Leonard Hankerson for the receivers, Tyler Horn for the offensive linemen, and Damian Barry for the running backs, and let everybody, take control of their position. And I'll just be a leader by, taking care of my business and making sure that I'm focused on what I'm doing and just leading the team in the right way.
Being the quarterback, how tough is that going to be? Because when people look at the quarterback, they always look at the quarterback as the leader of the offense. How tough is that going to be for you?
It's going to be tough, but they know they can always come back. Often they come back to me anyway. It's just they always come back to me and ask me anything, and I let them know. It's just that I don't want to get too involved in what they're learning and what they're doing. I want to just focus on the quarterback position, and then I believe that everything will come together.
So you think you've been trying to do too much? Or?
I don't too much use excuses, but that's pretty much what it is.
Or were you worried about where the receivers are running and where the running backs are?
Yeah, I trust them enough that I trust everybody on the team enough to let them do their job. So that's what I'm gonna do instead of trying to be involved in everything.
Before I guess one of maybe your last tweet was you apologized for that loss. I just wonder why you felt you needed to do that. Obviously, you didn't do anything on purpose, or you were trying to win the game. So why do you feel like you needed to apologize to the fans?
Because there's still fans that's out there that support us in positive ways, and we still got to show them that we appreciate the support. And you know, it's a lot of people that came up there and spent a lot of money to make that trip in order to see us win, and we didn't come through with a victory. So I wanted to apologize to the fans, let them know that, you know, we can't do things like this anymore. We got to have, you know, we got to go out there and win games, and we want them to come to our games and support us. So we got to basically make an effort on the field by letting them see that, you know, we're a good team.
Does it mean significantly more that your next chance is going to be, you know, prime time? Pretty much the only game in the nation going on at that time, all eyes, you know, on this program again?
Basically, that's the big key right now. We get a chance to redeem ourselves on that international spotlight, so that everybody can see, you know, the University of Miami. Basically.
Does it, in a way, help? I mean, does mistakes sometimes help in a way? You don't want to lose, but early in the season, is it obviously better that it happens early? Is that one way of learning?
It is a way of learning. It's a way of, it's better. Well, the way college football is set up, it's better to lose early than lose later. But you don't want to lose, period. But if you have to lose, and which we did, it's better to lose early because we still got a long season ahead of us, and who knows what may happen down the line.
How about road games? Can you talk about away games? I think the team's about 8-12 under Coach Shannon. How are things different when you're on the road?
I don't know. I can't really tell what's the difference. It's still a game. It's just that, you know, they have more of their fans there. But it's not really a big difference. It's just that we got to improve, and obviously with 80-12, I didn't know that. But just got to make a difference.
Jacory, Leonard has 13 catches. I think LaRon is second with 6. Is that just a product of Leonard playing real well, or you know, are you looking more for him, or is this just the way the ball is bouncing?
I'm not really looking for him. I guess he's in the right spot at the right time. As you see, it's not like I'll try to squeeze anything to him. He's always basically wide open when I throw it to him. So, you know, it goes to show, you know, he works hard, he does everything right, just like the rest of the receivers. They do everything right. It's just that, you know, I guess the ball flying that way. And it's still the beginning of the season. It's only 2 games.
But Randy pointed out afterward that, I mean, and Damian and Travis both sort of owned up to it too. I mean, mistakes were made in routes and that sort of thing. Have you noticed any change in their level of confidence and the way they go about their everyday stuff around here?
Yeah, it's a big change in everybody. Everybody's just becoming a lot more confident in what they're doing. They're not second guessing their steps, not second guessing whether they're running the right route. They're just going with their first thought, and the first thought is always the right thought. So basically, we're just focusing on Pittsburgh and trying to get better and adjust to their defense so that we can go out there and be prepared.
Jacory, not to bring this back up again, how disheartening is it, you know, that we're now in 2010 and people have the audacity to bring up, you know, race and the whole thing about what happened in Ohio State. You know, you mentioned the whole tweet about, you know, the black quarterback. How disheartening is that for you?
It is disheartening. It's something that you look at it and kind of bring you to tears a little bit, but at the same time, you know, it's just a comment and nothing else will be taken after that. There wouldn't be no steps taken after that. So it's, you know, that's his opinion. That's that person's opinion, and you gotta live with it. It's something you just gotta live with.
Does the tweets go further, or is there any threats at all?
I don't read them all. It's a lot to. It's too many to read. But I just scroll through, and then it's like, I guess that was the one that I picked to read, and it just was the wrong one.
But nothing that's been threatening?
I'm not too sure. Now that I remember.
Jacory, how do you know, what's the fine line, the balance between taking chances as a quarterback and knowing, let's say, when not to throw? in the heat of the battle there?
I don't even know how to answer that question. I guess taking chances. Reword it a little bit.
Okay, so the game's, you're in the game's going fast,
Mhm.
everything's happening. You don't, so you had 4 interceptions, and let's say most of them weren't your fault or whatever. You go out there again. What's the balance between kind of taking that risk and throwing sometimes with more defenders around and saying no, let me be safe and throwing it away or whatever?
No matter what situation the game is, I'm still going to be the same quarterback I am at the beginning of the game as I was in the end of the game. Is that I may become, I don't think that, it's less chances I take, I make smarter reads. Or, I don't know, it always seems like at the end of the game, everything just opens up. Or whenever there's pressure on, everything just opens up and it get kind of easy. So, I don't know. I guess that's the take. It is not. I don't have to take many chances towards the end of the game because it's basically there. Just read the offense.
Sure, I hate
Last
to go
question.
back to this, but for head coach of the university is African American, your backup's African American. Does this come up a lot? Because you've been out there, Facebook, Twitter, the whole thing. I mean, you've been out there on social media for a while. It's not a new world to you.
Mm-hmm.
Does this happen all the time?
It's happened before, but it's nothing that I'm worried about. I'm not worried about it, so you guys shouldn't be worried about it. I'm okay with it. It's not a problem. Not with me.
All right.
I appreciate your time.
Thanks,
Sorry.
Rory.
Thank you.